Hello, Magi here, and today I got some, news I want to talk about. So if you guys remember, I made a video talking about the Touhou Yama news, however the fuck you say it, okay? So I'm back on the site because there's something I want to show you guys. So in the site, there's a front page thing or whatever called for the games event, right? So the title right now, obviously is a Google Translate, so take it for what it's worth. This one's called the first Touhou Project official smartphone rhythm game called Touhou Danmaku or something. So there's other questions I do want to ask, but I want to read this thing first and then show you it after, and then mention my thoughts after. There's also a page for the website, which has the trailer for it and whatnot. So we'll look at that as well to show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully everything goes good on that end, because the trailer has some music and whatnot. I know Touhou music isn't usually that crazy, but just wanted to make sure things playing on its own, which I can just refresh after. It's not making any noise, so that's not that bad. So anyway, so let's look at this. We would like to introduce you to news from Unknown X, a group that seems to be doing various activities to liven up the Touhou project. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Unknown X. In 2021, the first official smartphone rhythm game, Touhou Danmaku Kagura of Touhou, was held at the special program Touhou Danmaku Festival to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Touhou on Saturday, October 10th. We announced it will be delivered, or planned to. So remember, in the first video, I did mention there was like some special event on Saturday. I didn't tune into it because I forgot. It probably would have been in Japanese anyway, so it probably wouldn't have helped me too much. But anyway, so that's what happened there. And then this game was announced for that. So let's read some more. In this work, the player discovers the incident of Gensokyo, which is the stage of Touhou project, and challenges the rhythm action Danmaku to recover the lost Gensokyo. In addition, various Touhou arranged songs and more than 40 characters have appeared in this work, and we plan to add more than that. In addition, one of the charms of this work is that you can enjoy the scenario in full voice, and famous voice actors such as Kaide Yuasa, who plays the role of Reimu, are in charge of, I think, just the voice acting. Now, I don't know who the person's name is. Unfortunately, it's hard for me to keep track of some of the Japanese voice actors, so, but I'm sure this is a really important voice actor, or else they wouldn't have lined up like that, right? Let's see. In addition, the first official promotion video of the Touhou Danmaku Kagura is being released on the site, which I have set up right there, as you guys saw. In addition, follow-up reports of the work will be announced one by one. Official site, which is, well, I'll post it in here too, and the Twitter as well. I'll post that for if people want to check out. And then we hold a Touhou Danmaku Festival to celebrate 25 years. So I'm assuming Zoom is holding this time during the whole live stream of the 25th anniversary thing. That's what I'm assuming. 2020 October 10th, Saturday, especially celebrates the 25 years of the Touhou project. Another program, was broadcast live at the venue Yokohama Stadium. The original author Zune, Sumuri Yusaka, and Beat Mario gathered to look back on the history of 25 years and send messages from Crystal Noda, can't say those names, and Moko was done. In addition, a special live performance of Touhou songs by Kishida Kyoden and the Akiboshi Rockets, Marasi, Sakenya, Kua Create, etc. was held, and the comment section was greatly excited by the live performance of the gorgeous artists. Now I'm familiar with Cool Create because of their music videos, and yeah, so I'm more familiar with them, and I'm sure many of these are great artists, great groups as well. Furthermore, at the end of the live broadcast, the distribution of the rhythm game Touhou Danmaku Kagura for smartphone was announced, and it became a lot of live broadcasts suitable for the celebration of the 25th year. You can watch live archive on the official. Assuming this takes us to the whole thing. This is news from Unknown X. For inquiries regarding the article, what is Unknown X? A group that works with the grand purpose of enhancing the Touhou project and making it known to the world. Originally named Unidentified Sponsor X, he has been involved in numerous sponsorships and activities, Dark Leap, in the Touhou area. But at the Touhou Danmaku Festival, delivered in October 2020, the Touhou Project Hara, it was renamed by the author Zoom. The members are made up of Touhou lovers from each company, convened by Aqua Style and Jun Yuya. I do know Aqua Style as the music group, at least Circle. I'm not for sure with that. And then, if you want to contact, this is the email or whatever. So yeah. So let's look at the trailer, and I want to give my thoughts to this. All right. Let's see how this plays out. Like I say, hopefully nothing happens on my end, like copyrights or whatever. So like I said, all voice acted from what they said, so we'll see how this plays out. So let's see, what do I want to make note of? So as you say, it's like obviously it's a rhythm game, so not my specialty without a doubt. I don't even know if I can even play this, honestly. Because I hate playing games that I can't read or understand, but that makes it really hard on my end. But yeah, the art style does look really nice. And from the looks of it, there's a lot of different artists contributing to this work. The website as shown before. How much time do we have left? Not that much. Okay. This one I'm curious. I'm gonna get copyright. This is pretty Bad Apple's pretty popular, so I might have to. So I might have to actually mute that so my channel doesn't get hit, because I think one of my videos with Bad Apple had issues with that or something like that. So yeah, but yeah, let me show you something. So if you looked at this part here, there's a lot of different artist styles. So you got, so I don't know if they went to short. Okay, assuming this is music, and I'm assuming this is just the artists, the people who are making that song. But I can tell this is, you can tell the different artists is around. Well, okay, so there's B-Cub right here, then there's Zunus. So there's a lot of, and I remember this artist as well. So there's a lot of artists. It looks like I'm getting the feel that each artist is contributing to the thing. So that's what I'm getting at so far, which is really cool. Now, my question is, it says it's the first official smartphone rhythm game. So I think it's fine to say it would be the I actually don't know. I personally don't know if there's been any other rhythm smartphone games for Touhou, just because I really don't really play much. I don't really look at my phone to look for like an app store like Touhou stuff, because everything I really look for is always in the computer, right? So I've never looked at that. So I don't know if the Japanese scene or any other scene has made a rhythm game, but I'm assuming, I guess this is the first one. Now the question is, now it uses official, right? Now there's two ways I'm thinking about it. Does the official means it's endorsed by Zune or somehow has any correlation to canon, which I don't think it is, because the official kind of threw me off. But I'm just assuming right now at this point, official just means that it is the first game that is a rhythm Touhou game. So I'm just assuming it's that, just because when it comes to official stuff, we know that this cannot be canon related, because it's not. I don't think Zune has any development in it. Because if Zune had development in it in some shape or form, either scenario, music, anything like that, they would have mentioned that, and they have not. They mentioned Zune doing the event, but not talking about, not involved in this game. So I'm just wanting to make note of that, because when I first read this article the first time, I was a little confused because they used official, and obviously this is Google Translate, so I was like taking it for what it's worth. But then I figured that it's a possibility. It just means the first official, it's just the first rhythm game, and not an official game that ties with canon material. I don't think that's the case. Now, we don't know when it's coming out. It's coming out 21st, right? 21st on the story. If you want to look at story, you can look at it if you can understand what the hell's going on, which I am not, because I have no idea what's going on. But you do have characters. Obviously you have Reimu, that would be questionable if you didn't have her. Marissa too, Yukari, Sumiriko, and Yomu. So when it comes to the characters, how are they just? That's a good question. How do the characters work here? Like, are they just there just to do the voice acting? Because you don't really need a character. You don't really need a character for a rhythm game, like. Because I don't know how a character would affect the rhythm game, because it's all on skill, right? It's all based on your skill. I don't think a character could affect it. Maybe they have some mechanics, but just something to note, right? So there's that. It looks like, yeah, all of them have voice actors because the CV usually the voice actor, so you can check it there. I mean, if you can read it anyway. And there are other stuff, but yeah, card gallery. So you can collect cards. I'm not for sure what the significance of the card is. Is it for the background? It's I want to say stats. I have no idea, but yeah, just some stuff I want to show. A game system. Perhaps this is the most important part. If I can understand what's going on, read it. So this is just to make it bigger. Okay. A lot of, you know, if you guys can read it, you can probably understand what's going on. So I'll leave. I mean, you guys can just look at it if you can. But yeah, Aquastyle, Dina, and Zine. So a lot of people are working on this. Now I wonder how the monetization is gonna play out, because obviously monetization is really important. Because I need to know how it plays. I'm assuming. See, it's hard for me to say because I'm not familiar with rhythm games, so I don't know how they monetize. Like, if it was like a gacha game, I already know how it monetizes, right? But this is a rhythm game. I have no experiences with this, and except for maybe back in high school, back in grade 9, which was so long ago. So I don't know how they would do monetization, because monetization really dictates how the game will be played, obviously. For gacha games, I know, like, you know, you have this energy system. So for this game, since it's a Vivid game, I'm assuming everything's good to go. So either the way I imagine it, it'll be, you have to pay to play it, but then once you pay it, you're good to go. Pay for once, or they could be free to play, and the way they monetize it would be either from the cards, because if the cards are just a pure background, maybe people want to go all in, or maybe the characters possibly, because I'm thinking the characters don't have an influence on the game, but they could be used for the overworld or whatever. I don't know specifically. I'm just throwing my thoughts and opinions out there how they monetize, because you can't make a game without monetizing in some shape or form. So that's the routes I was able to think up of. Obviously, they have this in the they already have it set up the way they would want it for monetization. I just wanted to make note of that, because if it's free to play, it could be a little more iffy depending on how it works. But it's not a gacha game. I don't think it is, so it should be fine. But it's something I wanted to make note of, because I think that's really important to know how this game would operate. And would I even play it? That's another question. I don't think I would, but it's something I want to make note of, just because I don't know how it would do well in a rhythm game, and even then, I would need it to be at least in English, in subtitles, you know, so I can understand what's going on. It'd be impossible for me to really do much with this game, because rhythm, there's a lot of voice acting, which is cool, but I can't understand it if there's no subtitles or anything like that. So that would be an issue right there. I do hope it is, because it would broaden even more. And since this website is talking about expanding, showing the world about Touhou, right? I hope they do their best, if it's possible, to get an English translation for it. I'm not expecting it, because let's be real, I'm not really expecting much when it comes to English translation, because that's a lot of work, and I understand it's a lot of work, so that's why I'm not gonna expect it. But if it is, then this would be if it does become fully translated, and okay, just subtitles would be good enough for me, I would get this game. But then I would have to learn how to do phone recordings, which isn't the worst thing, but it would be something to try out. But yeah, that is something I wanted to make note of right now. Almost 15 minutes, not bad. But yeah, to a new phone game, official rhythm Touhou phone game, Touhou Danmaku Kagura. We'll see the progress depending on how it plays out, and yeah, I do hope this becomes super successful, because I know that the other game, Touhou Cannonball, is donezo, and that was like the main Touhou mobile game, from what I was understanding. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and let's hope it becomes available in an English translation in some form, just at least subtitles, so we can just check it out. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. So like always, this is Magi, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
覚悟しろよ